Sebastian referee for this one. It's going to be John Moss.
And just briefly, Derek, there looks to be a bit more enterprise about the starting line, as opposed to the David Moyes selected against Manchester City. Felipe Anderson coming back. It looks more like a 4-4-2, or certainly as if West Ham could have that formation in possession.
Well, if we hope that Anderson certainly makes a big impact. What a talented player he is. Coming back safe. Certainly the power of the power up top. Certainly the case. Certainly that game took place at Liverpool Olympic Stadium a month ago, 2-0. Showed a great deal of ambition there in that game. Against Man City, didn't against Man City. But if they're going to try and get Liverpool, it will be on the break. It will be on the break. Probably use the pace out. Can they frustrate Liverpool? They were in Europe last week. Always got the feeling again. They have a little bit too much for David Moyes' side.
Derek Jones and Craig Hignett, our commentary team at Anfield, kick-off 15 minutes away. Here's a few stats for you. Liverpool come into tonight's big game, 43 Premier League games, Premier League behind the record set by the Invincibles. They've already qualified for next season's Champions League. The Reds have also collected 103 points out of a possible 105. How impressive is that? And the legend that is Alan Kennedy, who himself had a glittering career at Anfield. This campaign has surpassed anything the club has achieved previously.
It's been the best I've ever seen. I'm talking about my era. 78. What a season we had. With 42 league games and 30 of them winning. But this team is just, it just keeps on going. What I like about they've learned so much from last season. They were pipped. They won the Champions League. They now want to win everything. And I think they're just a good team that you cannot get the better of the determination of the players. It shines through in the games. I just honestly think they will go through the season. I'm not saying they'll go unbeaten. But they will win the league. There's no doubt about it. I know having 20 odd points is pretty good. We never had that. At our stage of the season. We always thought Easter would be the time around about the national. The pinnacle would be play a couple of games over that week. And you feel as though if you can get maximum points out, you've won the league. Not this case. Not this team has done it early. This team has done it early. They're just wonderful to watch.
Finally, Alan, you were in a team that won not only multiple league titles, all titles over a period of time. Is that what this team is capable of doing and has to do doing and has to be mentioned along with the great Liverpool team? Have they got to do it every season?
Well, I think this is a great. I really honestly believe this is one of the greatest. They've done it at this level. Again, the minimum amount of players, and that's good because Jurgen Klopp has done. I think he's taken the blueprint from the years when Bill Shankly and Bob Paisley were in charge and thought, well, keep the same team if I can. I'm going to try and play the same players. Okay, the cup competitions use the younger players. For me, he just said, tried and trusted. I'm going with what I want and what I need. And some players have actually thrived. And I'm talking about Jordan Henderson, likes of James Miller, and other players who've been given the responsibility of being in the team every time. So wonderful. It is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Of course, the front three will always get the praise. It's about the guys behind as well. For me, do all the hard work and get the ball to them, and then give them the chance to take all the glory. It's always about the forwards. It's never about the forwards. Never about the left backs. Yeah.
What it often is about the left backs, isn't it? Liverpool in terms of the level of their great performances, and also the praise that they've received. Let's get back to Craig Hignett, who's going to be partnering Derek Jones, BBC Radio Merseyside at Anfield tonight. Craig, I mean, we talk about the superlatives and the manager and the manager and the players. What is it about this group of players from a human aspect? Because they are only human beings after all that makes them every single game. You know, they keep winning and they keep winning really well and really well. And they've got this fabulous record for late goals. But how come they don't get in any way, shape or form complacent? They're used to winning games.
And I think great credit has to go to Jürgen Klopp. Everybody, you know, whether they win, whether they treat it exactly the same. And they've just built up a mentality. And the players have got to take a lot of credit for the mental strength that they've shown. Whatever's happened here with recruitment has been not short and remarkable. The players that they've brought in have fantastic quality. There's no quality or ability of anyone that's been brought. But what you can question sometimes, and we've heard it before, and just Danny Gabardon talk about the mentality of the West Ham players. He wasn't down the quality, he wasn't down the mental strength, Every one of these Liverpool has got mental strength, in abundance. They're absolutely, it doesn't matter if they get setbacks, quickly just brush it and get on with what they have to do. It's led to thinking 5 minutes in a game left. If they're 1-0 down, to win the game. Expecting them to win the game. And I'm not the only one. They've got the stadium thinking like that. If you're getting other people thinking like that, and they can't do anything about it. Imagine what the players are thinking. They're never beat. They know they're never beat. They know there's always a way to win a game. And I haven't seen them not find a way to win a game this season. It's been incredible. It's been incredible. It has to go to Jürgen Klopp, his coaching staff, and all the players. It is a team effort. It's a team effort as well. I don't think you can just point the finger at one person and say this is why it is. Jürgen Klopp, yes, massive.
But Craig, where does that mental aspect come from? That sort of
it's
that ability they want to do their own job, but if the player next door to them makes a mistake, that they're on to cover for each other, and that's everybody around the park, and even the youngsters when they come into the team.
Yeah, because they know if they don't do that, Mike, they're not going to get anywhere here. This club now, everyone in the world wants to play for this club now because of what they've done in the last 18 months. So when you walk through the door, you know straight away, if he wants me to do this, I'm going to do this. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be here long. And I want to be here because I want a career that someone's going to look back and say, oh, he played in that team. Or people don't, if you're not ready to do it, and you're not, and you'll push back against it, I bet you'll last 5 minutes here. No matter how good you are, no matter what your reputation is before you come, everybody's got a role, a job, a responsibility, and if you do it, then you're playing for the best manager, because he will support you 100% no matter what happens. Yes, you'll have bad games, but as long as you do it in the right way and you're trying the right things, you just might be off or have an off day. He'll accept that. What he won't accept is someone questioning it or someone not wanting to do it, or a lack of effort, or even a lack of belief. If anyone comes and doesn't believe that they're going to be the best, or that they're going to, what's the point of being here? Because to be here, you've got to be the best. And it's almost becoming ridiculous now, the standard you have to be at to be here. So players know, as soon as they walk through the door, as soon as they walk on the training pitch, whether you're a young kid, whether you're a seasoned professional, you have to do certain things, because if you don't, it won't be tolerated and you won't last long.
Craig Hignett at Anfield with Derek Jones. Kick-off 7.5 minutes away. The tough games keep on coming, don't they, for West Ham? After facing Liverpool and Manchester City in 2 of their last 3 games, they face the Reds again tonight. It might have been fairly comfortable for City last Wednesday against the Hammers, but Jürgen Klopp knows that it won't be easy for the Reds at Anfield tonight.
They didn't have Anderson on the pitch, and they didn't have Haller on the pitch, which I know both and like a lot. Lanzini on the bench, stuff like this. So you see that, but the quality they have. And I saw the game. I could watch it. It was Wednesday. We came home Wednesday afternoon, so I could watch the game. I saw it, and with all the brilliance which we know about Man City, it was a set piece, the first goal, and the second goal was Yeah, it was a super situation from Kevin De Bruyne, obviously, but in the end was a little bit scrappy with Bernardo Silva, and then he takes the ball over. And it's kind of a 1-2 in the box. Super goal, but not outplayed like you would expect when City is on the pitch. So they fought really hard. They defended the box with all they had. Didn't have a lot of possession, obviously. So I wouldn't expect that they go for much more possession against us, but they will defend again with all they have. And I think, I didn't hear exactly what David said after the game, but I think they took some positives out of that game, and they will try it again. And we have to be ready for that. So it's Monday night, so it's night, whichever day. We need a really good atmosphere again, and not kind of this perception that you go there and think, okay, 1-0 after 7 minutes, 2-0 after 25, and then it's easy going. It will not be like this. West Ham needs to fight for results, and they will fight for results. These two games they have tough games coming up for them as well, so they don't have time to waste points or whatever. So I expect a really tough match, 100%.
That's the Liverpool manager, Jurgen Klopp.
Following Liverpool, home and away.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Time to get up to Anfield. It's Liverpool versus West Ham. Kick-off in just under 5 minutes' time. Your commentary team, former Premier League striker Craig Hignett, and BBC Radio Merseyside's Derek Jones.
Thanks very much, Mike. Perfect timing as the referee John Moss leads out the two teams here. Virgil van Dijk captaining Liverpool this evening in the absence of Jordan Henderson, of course, with a hamstring injury, and James Milner not involved in the squad tonight either with a slight muscle injury. So Virgil van Dijk is the captain, and against him, of course, one of the most respected, I think, Premier League players around, Mark Noble, almost at the 500-game mark now, and it's a tremendous career, isn't it? And he's a great example to any professional football, Mark Noble.
Yeah, talk about a one-club man. You know, you look at Stevie G, and then you think you knew, Carra, but then you look at Mark Noble. He's played in a team who have been up and down, but to have nearly 500 appearances, and the vast majority of them are in the Premier League. He's been a fantastic servant and a great professional.
Both sets of players just going through the formalities, and every Liverpool player with a mascot as well. Now Liverpool turn towards the Kop. We've seen the big flags making their way around the ground this evening, and there are one or two flags in the West Ham end as well, where they are protesting against their owners this evening, and some black balloons have been blown into the sky.
You can't see them. That's the worst protest I've ever seen.
She'll Never Walk Alone blasts out around this famous ground. Liverpool, of course, well, it's well documented, isn't it? 5 victories in the final 12 games will give them that title. Jurgen Klopp will want them to secure one of those here tonight. They can equal Manchester City's all-time English top-flight record of 18 league wins in a row if they win this evening. They're looking for a 21st successive league victory here at Anfield that would equal their own English top-flight record as well. And the Reds, of course, unbeaten in 43 league fixtures since that 2-1 defeat at Man City in January 29. But all those records would mean nothing for Liverpool, really, if they didn't win the Premier League title. And it doesn't matter how you get there, eventually it's about winning this title, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah, I mean, that's what everyone wants, and 30 years is too long for a club like Liverpool, but they'll win it this year, that's for sure. I've been saying it I think it was after the Leicester game, Leicester away, Boxing Day, where for me, I can't see this team losing 7-8 games. I mean, I can't see them losing 7 or 8 games if they keep this same team in the next 3 seasons, so it's a matter of time.
No, that's right. Let's confirm those sides for you. So Naby Keita comes in for the injured Jordan Henderson. Sadio Mane was on the bench against Norwich, but he started and then was subbed at half-time in Madrid, wasn't he? But he starts here tonight in the usual front three. So Alisson Becker will be in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson as the 2 fullbacks. Virgil van Dijk captain the side alongside Joe Gomez, and they've kept a clean sheet in 10 of their last 11 Premier League games of Liverpool. And then Fabinho, Jorginho, Wijnaldum and Naby Keita in midfield, and then Mo Salah, Roberto Firmino still looking for his first home league goal of the season. Roberto Firmino and Sadio Mane up top. On the bench for the Reds, Adrian, keeper Dejan Lovren, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Takumi Minamino, Adam Lallana, Divock Origi and Joel Matip. West Ham, well, they'll have the experienced Polish keeper Lukasz Fabianski between the sticks for them. Aaron Creswell, formerly of Tranmere account, now 30 years old, Aaron Creswell, but he's a great servant, hasn't he, for West Ham. Angelo Ogbonna, Issa Diop, Jeremy Ngakia, Declan Rice, Thomas Soucek, the Czech Republic international, Robert Snodgrass, Mark Noble, their captain, and Felipe Anderson back in the starting lineup today after injury, and Michael Antonio up top.
Please now join us in a period of applause as we remember Brian Jackson.
The minute's applause there for Brian Jackson, the former Reds attacking player who passed away last week, aged 86, and both sides wearing black armbands in respect of Brian Jackson. Liverpool will be defending the cup in this first half. West Ham.
Hello, and thank you for listening to BBC Local Radio on the internet. Unfortunately, the current programme on this station is unavailable. This is either due to contractual reasons or a temporary technical fault. Please try again later. If you're looking for a sport commentary, please visit bbc.co.uk/sport-commentaries for details. For the latest news and information from where you live, please visit bbc.co.uk/England.
Other ways to hurt opposition as well. Soucek is back covering. Firmino. Well, that took too long.
Felipe Anderson getting his foot in there. He's going to have to do a lot of that up against Alexander Arnold. On the other side, you expect Snodgrass to do a little bit more naturally and perhaps willingly.
He did well in the first season as a hammer. It's been injury hit this time around. David Moyes needs players who are fit, committed, that he can trust. But the results went very well for West Ham over the weekend. Norwich, Watford, Fulham and Bournemouth all losing. Fellow strugglers in distress. It's in by Roberts.
Apart from that Fabianski goal kick, did hold up.
Gusts of over 50 miles an hour recorded outside the stadium. Fabinho, huge expectation on Liverpool, strong favourites to win this game. And all the time even more. And they will be crowned champions. It's not the case with it, it's just when. Here's Robertson. It's a clever ball. Diop got a foot to it.
Yeah, maybe a couple of studs to it. He's a bit disappointed, as you would be. They conceded from a corner against Manchester City last Wednesday.
That's the 8th corner they've conceded from in the Premier League this season. It's a movement by Rodri to the near post for Manchester City. For that area, Liverpool again. Gomez. Seems to be a record round every corner for Liverpool in this historic season. Victory tonight, for the all-time top division record of 18 in a row, set by Manchester City only a couple of years ago.
Well, a classic Virgil van Dijk pass that makes it look so easy, but it's spot on. forcing Cresswell to really move his legs quickly there.
Concerned about the wind misdirecting that. Robson's gone across to take the corner. Firmino going towards the near post. The ball was set a bit under hit. Salah reclaims it, and here's Wijnaldum. To cross by Fabinho, taken down by Salah. Robertson on his good side, and well worth an effort from that angle.
I think challenge for West Ham is not dropping back too deep and conceding space to the box.
And had a first half goal in their last 2 Premier League games, Liverpool. And still found a way to win. And they might be gifted one by Lucas Fabianski. He's got away with it.
He wanted Diop to give him a better angle than he did. Let's see Fabianski making too many mistakes, but this was nearly a howler.
It was a great battle last season between Mane and Salah, and in the end, Henrik Aubameyang shared the golden boot. Aubameyang had a very good day yesterday and is right up there, the front runners again.
Certainly got enough white shirts forward there when Antonio put the ball in. That's a better, more positive attitude than we saw against City.
It's worth mentioning the golden boot with you around. Twice a winner. Does it get into your mind towards the end of the season?
Yes, I think it does, yeah. I was allowed to take a penalty against Man United when I was going for it towards the end now. Any striker wants to win that.
You did score the penalty.
I did, and it took 2.
Half away by Souček in the first place. Very important roles for Declan Rice and Mark Noble, the 2 most consistent West Ham players. Try and build some sort of bridgehead to allow the others to go forward and play with a bit more control in the attacking sense than they managed last Wednesday. Antonio's a handful. He's done well against Liverpool in the past, but John Moss says I'm not impressed with that, and that's a free kick to Liverpool.
Not having it.
Mane. Van Dijk again. Here's Fabinho. Van Dijk. It's another chance from Naby Keita. He really belongs in a first choice Liverpool midfield. He's trying to get through here, but Firmino's not scored a goal at Anfield since last April. Goal here for Wijnaldum. They've got their first half goal, and it's the Dutchman who made light of the header really, had to work to get some power on it, but in it went, and it's Liverpool 1, West Ham 0, we're only in the 9th minute.
Well, we've seen some quality crosses from Alexander-Arnold this season, and this was another one to set up his teammate. You think really the chance is gone, that he somehow digs one out. Cresswell doesn't really do enough, and it's a stupid header by Wijnaldum. Fabianski doesn't make too many mistakes, but by his standards, I would have expected a bit better here. I'm sure he would have just tried to carry it away. He was in a good enough position, and that is a mistake by the keeper.
Gomez with the header. Touch from Salah. into English football with a reputation as a goal-scoring midfield player. Probably reined some of that in since he moved from Newcastle to Liverpool. Snodgrass trying to orchestrate a quick reply. Stopped by Roberts.
They did okay against City. Just went in at half-time at 1-0 from a set piece. But an early goal here, he knows it's the last thing they wanted and needed.
Arsenal being crowded by those in West Ham white. Miscue by Alexander-Arnold. Ends as another West Ham corner.
Yeah, these set pieces, big moments for the visitors. Try and make the most of them.
Souček is very good in the air. Scored a number of European goals, international goals, and in he goes there. Well over 6 foot. And really impressed the West Ham staff with his athleticism. He covers a lot of ground.
He's got a good goal record. Hard in the box, late.
Looked in by Snodgrass this time, and they've got an equaliser from Diop. So the set pieces have paid off here. Alisson may be wondering whether he could have kept that out.
Yeah, it's beautifully whipped in by Snodgrass, and it's a simple enough header by the defender. Tucking it into that near post. Doesn't have to do much. He's got Gomez right behind him who can't really affect it. Such was the quality of the ball in, as you say, Martin. Alisson would have hoped to have done better.
Well, the player who gave away a penalty against Liverpool last month has scored a goal at the top end here to take smiles off Liverpool faces.
Moyes did say, never know in this game, never rule anything out. West Ham scoring was a long shot, never mind about the result.
This time Alexander-Arnold couldn't quite put it on the money. There's Kevin Nolan there, who's just joined David Moyes as part of the coaching staff, who's of course from Liverpool. Paul Nevin alongside him, another addition. One, two headers and two slightly iffy pieces of goalkeeping.
Yeah, by two very good goalkeepers.
It's such a rarity for Liverpool to concede. They haven't conceded till that Diop header, a league goal here since early in December when Richarlison netted for Everton. Forward by Van Dijk. Touch from Antonio. A real lift to the confidence of West Ham United.
Well, I'm sure they needed that lift as well. 1-0, they begin to fear the worst.
Robertson. Even before they scored, there was much more positivity to their forward play in terms of getting numbers up the pitch than they offered last Wednesday in Manchester.
They realised, acknowledged that approach didn't get them very far.
Nice going in. Geoffrey Moss has penalised the challenge.
Quite often he doesn't go to ground, Declan Rice, in that pivot position.
Two fullbacks doing the plotting. Just a bit too far out for Alexander-Arnold to go for goal. And it's an angled approach that suggests he's going to go for goal. And there's Robertson to cross it. Comes out to Keita. Alexander-Arnold has a crack. Salah. Much better from Fabianski.
Yeah, it looked fairly straight one that he should deal with fairly easily. He'll still be kicking himself, I'm sure, about that goal.
Can they place to Liverpool Fabinho on the goalkeeper? And Dyke, of course, a major threat. One Dutchman's already scored with a header, and it's not him. That's over him this time. Pushed away by Fabianski. Drops for Salah. Fabinho. Raul Jimenez of Wolves was the last player to score against Liverpool in the one goal in the last 11 games. Issa Diop has now joined the list in 2020. Mane. Challenged by Snodgrass. Noble had the craft to get past one, but not the speed to make it count. Unusual experience for him.
Yeah.
Ball out of his net in the Premier League anyway.
Antonio, a little bit of physical contact to stop the keeper coming out, but nothing for the ref to get excited about.
And he's been put on the goalkeeper, but the instructions that come with it are don't foul. A cheap one to give away. It would have cost a goal if he fouled in there. Gomez. That's the option, did get the goal. Robertson. Now Mane. Salah. Wasn't the best touch that time to Firmino. The Cop did say in that interview with Pat Davison about West Ham had picked a more attacking team, and so far proving him right. Noble.
Pick the players, can't you? It's their attitude there and their bravery at times to get forward. It's a little soul destroying when it's purely a negative defensive approach.
Yeah, it was passive last week, but
yeah,
increased activity has given us the scoreline. Giving Liverpool food for thought. And all their home games, of course, this season. It's Van Dijk. Putnam ball, looked it, not given.
Naby Keita certainly saw it, as did a lot of the crowd.
Nothing about this so far all-conference season for Liverpool. Almost half of their wins, 12 out of 25, have been just by a one-goal margin. Here's Felipe Anderson cutting up on the right. It's Snodgrass. It's another corner. It's another challenge for the Liverpool defence.
Yeah, maybe a seed of doubt planting in those Liverpool players' minds. And Alisson's.
Antonio in there again, but just as a presence, he's not pushing and shoving. Diallo came off the line to get the header.
It's a wonderful corner. So hard to defend that.
Now West Ham have got to think about defending the counter-attack. Salah breaks for Robertson. Mane out on the right. Sprinting from their defensive stations. Fabinho. And it's a Liverpool corner. Succession of set pieces in this first 20 minutes.
Snodgrass right on the money with his delivery. He's nearly getting his head to it again.
Just a good pass by Firmino. Put it away. And now it's the Merseyside Reds' turn. Van Dijk. Wijnaldum actually trying to make a block so Van Dijk can have a free run at it. Salah caught in possession. Noble. Seemed to stab it forward as he was fouled. He certainly wanted Moss to give the free kick, which I think he's done.
Well, the possession has gone down, hasn't it, under David Moyes? But I say, found him out to the ball here tonight.
There's a hundred instructions to get the ball forward when they can. Well, Liverpool had 73% possession in Madrid last week. Came away losers. It's a chance to put that right in the second leg here against Atletico Madrid. Fabinho. Mane. Keita. Tenacity from the Hammers again. Luke Anderson just trying to get his match legs back really after 5-game absence. Salah. Mane. Connor just got a foot in. And the corner count rises. Halfway through the first half. Already one apiece at Anfield.
Got the likes of Alexander-Arnold, Snodgrass. It's always going to be a threat, isn't it?
He's got 4 Premier League goals this season, all of them headers. Slightly different angle on it. Salah has to settle for the throw.
So check it was. He was diving towards his own goal, but he got good contact on it.
Wijnaldum. It's flipped up in the air rather by Snodgrass. Got a header out by Soucek. Gomez has made a mistake. And Alisson will get there because it just was a heavy touch by Antonio. Otherwise he really could have cashed in on a rare slip by Joe Gomez.
Yeah, he can't take a step backwards, Alisson, but he did have time to go forward again then and collect.
Wijnaldum. Mane. Lovely done by Robertson, up by Mane. And he was trying to come that inside the far post.
Well, Snodgrass will be relieved. Committed himself here. Diving in.
Robertson to look at him again. Back by Keita. West Ham. Very difficult ball for Felipe Anderson. To spin it over the halfway line for Antonio to chase. Snodgrass solidly on Robertson. That's bubbling along nicely.
Yeah, that was old school, that challenge. Good job he got the pull. He's piled in here.
Ball north of the border. Trying to tackle. Here's Van Dijk. Redwood well again. And back by Keita. Firmino, shots on. Still chasing that elusive Anfield goal. 11 months since he last got one here in the Premier League.
Incredible, really, isn't it? We've seen a few shots from outside the box from Liverpool players already. Most of them ended up in that kind of area just above the bar.
Food for thought. No. Scored and sent off in West Ham's only Premier League win in this stadium. Alexander-Arnold. Now Salah. Nice touch off by Sadio Mane. Ronaldo couldn't quite exploit it.
Made a little switch, West Ham. Antonio going to the left-hand side, Felipe Anderson through the middle. Maybe recognising Anderson, as you said, Martin, trying to get up to match speed, having to chase back all the time. Difficult for him.
They've got a huge game at the weekend, West Ham, home to Southampton. And Antonio, of course, mixes his eye-catching games with periods on the sidelines. Pace and power puts a real strain on his hamstrings. We came here tonight wondering whether he might be left out of a game like this, but David Moyes has gone with him. It's contributing already. It's nice play. And Rice into the advertising board, isn't it?
Yeah.
One end they're singing "Sack the Board," and Robertson. Now Fabinho. It's very open. It's the 28 minutes here. As we said at the start, Alan, damage limitation would not just be the main philosophy for David Moyes here, and his players are enjoying a little bit more licence to express themselves. They're going to have to dig in, of course, with the amount of possession that Liverpool had, more threatening than their own counter-attacks.
It takes a lot of hard work. They've got to make sure they get up in support of the ball when they do get a chance to go forward. But they are all funneling back into their shape.
Reactions by Diop. Well, once upon a time, Liverpool and West Ham played a League Cup final back in the early 1980s. It's Aston Villa v Manchester City this Sunday. I wonder whether Pepe Reina will be involved. Of course, he was famous in a FA Cup final between Liverpool and West Ham not long ago. was some final. 2006, Steven Gerrard's match.
The lads thought Ngaki had got a little glance on that ball there as it sailed over his head.
Here's Firmino. He's in a lot of space, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He scored a goal or two like that already in his Liverpool career, but this time he was just off target.
Yeah, I mean, Antonio on the far side, he just stands still. And there's one or two questions being asked between the West Ham lads as to how Alexander-Arnold was allowed to drift into so much space.
If Salah had touched it, he would have been offside. It's an extraordinary achievement. Also, it helps that he's got a wonderful team around him. He'd be the first to say that. Forced to get on the end of his deliveries. Taken away by Gomez. The point that Jurgen Klopp made in his pre-match interview about no Henderson, no Milner, to share the responsibility on the pitch, and even a bit of leadership in these situations.
There's enough experienced players out there, but it doesn't mean necessarily that they're talkers.
Snodgrass. Jeremy Ngakia. Cross to Antonio. Been thinking when he saw it leave the right back's boot that he might be able to head it goal, was just a bit too high for him, but they get another corner. They have looked dangerous, West Ham United. Only the 11th away goal that they've got this season. Header from Diop. Antonio making uses of himself again. It's going to be offside anyway, because it was knocked back, and Diop was the man who was perhaps thinking, I'm going to get a double at Anfield.
Yeah, well, two centre-halves causing problems. Bonner getting something on it, and then Souček just feeding it back in. He might have gone for goal, the midfielder. More than trying to pick out Antonio.
Robertson. Yeah, Mane. A bit of not complaint, but an age of anxiety around the Liverpool fans. I'm sure not from the manager. Keita. Cresswell cleared it, and then there was a foul by Felipe Anderson. Liverpool are gathering around the penalty spot.
West Ham got a fair bit of height, haven't they? With Souček in the mix now.
Antonio is back as well. Alexander-Arnold takes it, and it skims through all but Salah, who had a devil of a job to try and get it back anywhere near the goal.
You wonder how it did manage to get this far. Nobody able to get anything on it in a white shirt.
West Ham have lost 5 of their last 6 Premier League away games. making a good fist of it here. Snodgrass.
Expected those kind of stats in the home team's favour, but we didn't expect West Ham to have notched, especially when they went that goal down.
Noble. And from Cresswell, pursued by Antonio. Anderson stayed in the middle. It's good pressing from the front. And Felipe Anderson.
There's something they didn't really do against City. They all withdrew when they lost the ball.
For the Liverpool players, the prize of clinching the first Premier League title is getting tantalisingly close. That can bring its own pressures. Jurgen Klopp has been hammering out the mantra, it's not done till it's done. Salah. Now Robertson. What you feel for West Ham not to concede again before half-time. Not sure there's no way through there. Fabinho. No foul, says referee Moss.
I think Felipe Anderson who wasn't going to get on to his own flick there. Whether he was fouled or not.
Fabinho. Here's Mane. Came back from his recent thigh injury to get the winner at Norwich in the last league game. His first Premier League goal for Liverpool as a substitute. We're heading to the treatment table again. Yes, like that. It's a free kick in a very promising position for Liverpool.
Yeah, and Gakio just getting sucked into that challenge.
As you mentioned at the start, he didn't play against Mane in his only previous game, which was against Liverpool at the London Stadium.
Well, this is shooting range without doubt.
Well, everyone back for West Ham. Alexander-Arnold with very detailed preparation. He's set. It's a corner.
He went through the wall in the end. Bit of that head height.
There is a VAR check on possible handball here after what happened at Leicester.
It's Antonio.
Kevin De Bruyne.
I mean, the arm wasn't up like De Bruyne's.
It's no penalty. Coming again with that little bit of overhang, just about over the quadrant. So close, the main man got a connection this time. Virgil van Dijk, but it was millimetres too high.
Yeah, does that so well. Attacking the ball. Times his jump perfectly.
And if you keep giving away corners, he's going to get on the end of one. There's a bit of a let-off for West Ham here.
Lovely effort.
Still 1-1. Wijnaldum and Diop, the scorers. Antonio. Socek trying to get the ball dropped. Good play by Cresswell. Robertson overruns it.
Well played. The youngster there.
In his debut game against Liverpool, he could get forward on 2 or 3 occasions, and he's learned to Pablo Zabaleta. He's almost twice his age. Not quite, but heading in that direction. There he is. He's got a wonderful reception at Manchester City when he did come on for the stricken Ryan Fredericks on Wednesday. His last game at Manchester City. Can't be graced for so long. They do it again, West Ham. And another Snodgrass corner. Comes out to Noble. Snodgrass again. By Robertson, but he wanted a bit too long. Keita. Wasn't the worst foul for West Ham by Thomas Soucek. Snodgrass. Noble and Fabinho in a tussle. Last time skipper brings down Wijnaldum.
They're certainly being more aggressive than they were against Manchester City, West Ham. Making life quite awkward for his side at times.
Wijnaldum. 3 minutes plus added time to go to half-time at Anfield. It's not quite going to the script of Liverpool's season. Robertson. Mane. Comes out to Fabinho. Got a bit too much on it. Felipe Anderson, slightly reluctant defender in there, but he did his job. Fabinho gets across. Liverpool trying to up the ante before half-time here. It's trying too hard.
It's been difficult for them to find a way through. They've had a few shots from distance, but haven't been able to get down the sides much at all. West Ham stuck to it.
And the psychology of a team in the relegation zone, it's a big couple of minutes this. To go in level at Anfield rather than a goal down. It's only going to be 1 added minute. On this anniversary of the passing of the great Bobby Moore, there's a lot all over the world, but particularly in the world of West Ham United. So I think they're doing the great man proud. Salah. Keita. David Moyes will be looking at his watch and thinking, we want half-time here. It's a good long leg belonging to Soucek.
I mean, whatever the result here, West Ham have shown us in this first half, they're too good. Got too many good players to be fighting against relegation. They really shouldn't be in this position.
Brought back, put out the fires as he was a couple of years ago. Didn't get much gratitude from the club then. But, not too proud to accept another invitation, David Moyes. Good on him for that. It's given away by Noble. Fabinho. And again. And Massing in the middle. Fabianski is able to reach it. Did not catch it. Robertson.
Liverpool certainly not been at their free-flowing best. 1 or 2 mistakes, unusual ones.
Good judgment in the end. Diop. As we said at the time, the 2 goalkeepers will reflect on the nature of the goals they've conceded.
The Fabianski one particularly. He tried to do something but just didn't succeed in doing it. He palmed it into his own net.
The flag did go up eventually, but West Ham have got the ball back. Maybe they've got one more attack in them before half-time. With Felipe Anderson, but the ball went one way, Antonio went the other. Well, the big story here is that Liverpool have conceded. A rare event these days in the Premier League. Issa Diop is the man. Takes the credit for West Ham. It was an equaliser to Gini Wijnaldum's early goal, which Fabianski really should have kept out. And then Virgil van Dijk, his fellow Dutchman, emerging on the scene with a thumping header that clipped the top of the crossbar. It's an intriguing scoreline, an intriguing story developing at Anfield at half-time. It's 1-1.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series, I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number 1, but you India, you lose, so best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done, cause we only just begun. I review you, 0 vibe is gone. So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series just whip himself in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Oof. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls of worlds to hold your defecation. Oops. Multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Sabot.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Oh, No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas, oh you meant the world to me. never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go, never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give. Never gonna say goodbye, no.
Between these two is 52 points. After 45 minutes of Premier League football here at Anfield, there is no gap. We start the second half at Liverpool 1, West Ham United 1. Liverpool attacking the Cop end. Away by Diop. Antonio back through the middle at the start. And there was half a chance there for Noble, who'd gamble on making an interception. That would have been a real turnover in West Ham's favour. In fact, it's gone the other way. And that's another wasteful Anfield moment from Roberto Firmino, who brings so much to the team and has been scoring plenty of goals elsewhere, but he just can't get one here at the moment.
No, maybe something that's playing on his mind. Ngakia gets drawn in towards Mane to give Firmino that space. And he is much better than that.
There's a problem for Souček here. He set some new West Ham records in the Premier League for the distance that he covered in the last game, 14 kilometres.
As soon as David Moyes came out, he told Fornals to get his coat off, so...
There must have been something said at half-time. He was feeling the efforts of the first half. So check departs Pablo Fornals, who didn't even make the 18 at Manchester City, the number 18. And pleased to be at least on the team sheet, and now he finds himself on the pitch.
It's really like for like, but he's a talented lad, Fornals.
He was excellent in the Under-21 tournament, which we covered on Sky Sports, European Under-21 tournament last summer. He's a full international as well. Rice. I'm not thinking about records, Liverpool at the moment. Just thinking about getting a goal to take the 3 points from this fixture.
He just overhit now. Fornals in a bit of space. Antonio couldn't find him.
Keita. Out by Cresswell. Keita, Salah, quite link up with Firmino, hence the ooze from behind the goal. Fornals running into Van Dijk, which will be a very pleasant experience. Here's Salah, running out on his left foot. And didn't want to hit it with his right foot, but it came back. A similar position.
Yeah, two pieces of good work by Bonner there.
Leading the breakout here is Fornals. Snodgrass. Antonio in the middle. Fornals trying to get there as well. Snodgrass weaving his way. Trying to pick a pass that can't quite get the reading of the situation from Virgil van Dijk and Wijnaldum. Excellent acceleration. In the middle. That's the way to Antonio, who's not shy of getting a run himself. There is support to his right. So, contentions easily read by Gomez.
Yeah, he's that type of player sometimes. He ignores players around him.
Mane, less likely to do that. Slips it to Robertson. Salah coming in, but it's behind him. Will be done by Felipe Anderson. Again, that's Fabinho's lunge.
Passed the ball much better, West Ham tonight. Enable them to get into these advanced positions.
By Gomez again against Antonio. Bonner has to come across. As Gary Neville said in the studio, the goal meant so much to West Ham. They conceded relatively early and maybe fearing the worst for a few minutes. The response was pretty rapid. It's put the belief back. Oh, Bonner. Keita. Fornals. Almost right on the spot. So, effectively knocked the ball away.
do without that. The kind of player that likes to get his foot in anyway. Got to be a bit more careful now.
Put himself under pressure. Just kicked it a bit too far. Normally the officials allow you a little bit of a knock away so you can regroup, but it's too deliberate. Robertson can steer it towards Mane. Piot's header. Nice to Snodgrass. Piot again. Noble.
That's good play. Was the wrong ball. Snodgrass was the pass.
It wasn't even the right pass to Antonio. So, he was picking away, expecting it to go to Snodgrass. This game on at Anfield, make no mistake about that. Salah. Well, it might ricochet for Firmino. Fabianski had to make a snap decision then, and it was the right one.
Yeah, quick off his line. The challenge just to only to go. But the ref had a good look at. It's grazing down the knee of Diop.
We're in trouble if those become red cards.
With VAR these days.
Well, let's watch it in normal speed, as John Moss, as the referee, does. When we were told VAR was coming in, that we were told that there would be normal speed replays. Certain challenges tells you a bit more of the story. Things can look horrendous in slow motion when they're not in real time. Fabianski's there again.
Good start to the second half though for West Ham. David Moyes will be pleased about that. Picked it back up.
Here. Confident play from the youngster. Cresswell. Felipe Anderson. He's becoming a growing influence in freer play. It's not supposed to come back. Well, West Ham have got it back, so John Moss didn't need to spot it up for West Ham. Cresswell. Antonio. Here's Noble.
Showing a bit of confidence in the away team here.
Noble's there again. Rice has gone ahead of the ball. Here he is. Turns in the cross, and then 2-1 up. And it's a great finish by Fornals. Who swept it in. Listen to this. Liverpool 1, West Ham United 2.
Well, what a turn of those West Ham fans saw. Nothing to encourage them at Manchester City, but they've seen their team really putting the shift here and have plenty of creativity about them. Declan Rice does ever so well just to help this into the box, and this is just off the carve. He's helped it goalwards, but Fornals finds the corner. What a turn on.
Oh, it was a cross worthy of Alexander-Arnold. West Ham United have only ever won 4 league games at Anfield down the years. Won 4 years ago when the likes of Cresswell, O'Connor and Noble played. And the one before that had Martin Peters and Jeff Hurst as the goal scorers in the early 1960s. It's a long way to go here, 10 minutes into the second half. They've come from behind at Anfield to lead the league leaders by 2 goals to 1 in by Alexander-Arnold, but no tension and not too much control.
Yeah, not too many times when his players have felt that little bit of pressure. It's not like the title charge is in trouble, but it's that unbeaten record they'll be anxious to preserve.
The Ox is coming on, Oxlade-Chamberlain. David Moyes has had some heartache here down the years. At the moment he's standing proud, and his team are doing him proud. All those black balloons and banners that we saw from the West Ham fans before the game, on the way to life. Up comes Navigator. It's been a toss-up between these two as to who was going to start. James Milner would have been in the frame, according to Jurgen Klopp. He's just less than 100%. Not involved tonight. We mentioned that a couple of times now. A lack of leadership, maybe. And need some drive out there from somewhere, Liverpool. Felipe Anderson. Out by Van Dijk. The unbeaten record is on the line. And of all teams to be behind against, West Ham are probably one of the better ones. They've lost a lot of points in positions where they've been ahead this season. Look at that.
Well, you see why he's in the team. He should give them a little bit more of a drive from the middle of the park. He's got souls in him.
Scored a very good goal at West Ham last month. Only a spectator. Robinho. Yeah, a little bit of a tested play. Could have put it out for a try, but it is a corner. Out comes Virgil van Dijk, skimming the crossbar in the first half. There goes Alexander-Arnold trying to add to his long list of assists.
Antonio before on Van Dijk, now it's Snodgrass.
It's going to come in from a different angle. Van Dijk won it. Fabianski claimed it. Ahead of two, who were dashing in for the final touch.
Yeah. Any kind of a spill and might have been a tap in.
Snodgrass. Certainly at this stage of the game, West Ham know that they've got to keep doing what they've been doing well. That's got them the 2 goals. In no position to sit back on the difficult they've had defending in recent games. And their last 2 visits to Anfield they conceded 4, but before that, the 2 previous games prior to that, they got 4 points. Van Dijk. West Ham caught a little bit square. Mane. Robertson. Can't get there.
Just too much on that cross.
Can't get there either.
Just a bit of anxiety creeping in these positions. An awfully long way to go. Don't need to try and force it, Liverpool.
Led by Rice. Van Dijk. Such a play by Robertson. It's accurate, and even though they've got such a comfortable position at the top of the table, they go through the season unbeaten. Here they are losing at home to a team in the bottom 3. Mane. Back to Mane again, challenge. Charles, who gave a penalty to Liverpool at West Ham in very recent memory.
Mane hasn't had too much to still get here, and the youngster seems to just get enough on this ball. He does. A fine challenge. Fairly quiet, hasn't he, Mane, up until now?
It was right on the margin, wasn't it? Yeah, and it was, as you say, a fine challenge. Alexander-Arnold! Pulled away by Fabianski. Was that Oxlade-Chamberlain there? Miles across to take the corner. Oxlade-Chamberlain's powerful range. Pressure is on West Ham now.
Yeah, they're winding it up, Liverpool.
Van Dijk. Fabinho's in there. It's not yet away for West Ham. Robertson. Mane. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Deep. Robertson. Deep. Anderson was hoping you were right, but assistant pointed to the corner. Alexander-Arnold again. See that from Bobby Firmino.
Well, comforting. Maybe he saw it a little late, I don't know. Well, that's way off. It's the save from Fabianski.
It was Alexander-Arnold, wasn't it?
Yeah. Moving, isn't it, as well? It's a good stop, that.
He's had some success in his Swansea days against Liverpool. This would top the lot. Ogbonna. Free kick to West Ham United.
Those attempts are going to be clocking up fairly quickly, you'd imagine. As West Ham can wrestle back a little bit of control.
I'm always aware of that. Kevin Nolan throwing in his two pennant as well. Sebastian Haller is ready to come on.
He's got options on that bench as he did against City.
See that one of the criticisms from the West Ham fans has been the recruitment, and that a lot of money is played for players who haven't quite delivered, including this fella, but he's delivered tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't planned, put him on, Souček being injured. Rice just helping it into the area. He's not trying to pick out Fornals, but one of those that comes off the calf. It's the direction that does for Alisson. Does ever so well to control it, Fornals.
It was high on the bat, wasn't it, rather than the sweet spot. It went exactly where he wanted it to go, into the back of the net. Those short goals himself after an encouraging start, following his record signing from Eintracht Frankfurt. Felipe Anderson, 65 minutes into the tank on his return from injury. So Antonio's back on the left. He's spent some of the first half in that position. Here he is, doing just the job. Firmino. Now Van Dijk. Again, so far forward. Big shout to handball around the stadium. John was unmoved, and now gives West Ham a free kick.
Might have been the wrong side of Mark Noble there. Not much.
Able to get that down. Could have actually turned and gone for goal himself. He backed off Liverpool. Cresswell puts it in.
Oh, they seem to think he was offside, but he put his arm up.
Here's Firmino. Liverpool will solve all their problems this season pretty much. Given a free kick. Diop.
He thought it was a good tackle, then might have had a yellow card. He was late though.
So he looked a foul.
Yeah, it did. But you know, unlucky.
Robson takes this one. Fabianski takes it cleanly. And the West Ham goal.
Well, they've got Allaire then now as a focal point and aerial presence for the longer ball.
Simply goes in his direction. Judged by Gomez. Here's Rice. All credit to West Ham. Slacking off when they've got possession, get numbers forward still, and maybe they need to score again if they really are going to win at Anfield. Salah. The radar is wrong. Antonio. Simple touch here to set it back to Cresswell. Here comes Rice. Snodgrass.
They've done a good job in midfield, Noble, Rice, with their passing, their work rate and positioning.
Noble. Guess Snodgrass was offside. So there's a quarter of the evening left. It's Liverpool 1, West Ham United 2. Robertson. Salah! And the goalkeeper has conquered for the second time this evening.
Well, a night of goalkeeping bloopers, really.
You can't legislate for that if you're David Moyes.
No. Mo Salah's almost turned away, thinking the keeper's going to collect this. I think he was one of the most surprised to see it squirm through the keeper's grasp. Robertson does ever so well though to pick his man out. Salah just stepping up it a little bit to give himself time and space. Just comes through the legs of Ogbonna, which maybe makes it more difficult for Fabianski.
Here's Antonio. Rice. You can sense that West Ham believe they can score again.
He's been one of West Ham's most consistent performers over the last few years, Fabianski. This is a real off night for him.
Well, it's been a pretty awful season in that position for West Ham. And Fabianski's been out. Signed Roberto's came and went. Leaving no happy memories really behind. It's a wonderful ball from Oxlade Chamberlain. It's out of character for Lucas Fabianski, who really since he left Arsenal has become one of the more reliable goalkeepers in the Premier League. When you have a bad night, you play in that position. It's going to be remembered. It's so tough, the outfield players have all done so well. A night when the goalkeeper who's obviously come to the rescue on a good number of occasions for the club, it's just let his standards drop. Importantly, let the ball drop. Here's Wijnaldum. So it's 2-2 at Anfield and 20 minutes to go.
Might be a long 20 minutes for West Ham. This, if the pattern of play continues like this.
Sure, the West Ham players were saying, rightly so, we win together, we lose together, whatever happens. But that must have felt like a punch in everyone's solar plexus. The goalkeeper couldn't deal with it. But when it came to for Salah, you thought, well, he can pick his spot here, he's that good. Concentrating on just hitting the target, hit it straight at the goalkeeper. He wasn't up to that particular challenge. Salah is now 6 in 6 against the Hammers. Here's Antonio. 5 forward again. Nice striving to get there, and he got a good foot to it. Snodgrass, no ball. There's no flag, maybe there would have been Antonio. Here comes Firmino. Mane. Alexander-Arnold, a little touch from Bonbona was vital for West Ham. Oh, wasn't it just? It is edge of the seat stuff at Anfield. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Robertson, he was leaping but the ball didn't arrive. Robertson got up well. Cue. Now Van Dijk, deflection.
Maybe time for a bit of panic anxiety to come into West Ham's game. I haven't seen many wasted corners tonight.
Alexander-Arnold. Half clear. Back by Robertson. Salah around the back. Oh, it was saved by Fabianski. It's still in play. Wijnaldum. That's a handball. VAR will be checking this.
Well, again, I thought it was a mistake by Fabianski. He thought he should have done better, but ball, the arms on the side, but
the check's complete, it's no penalty, it's just another corner. Not so much knocking on the door, they're trying to bash it down, Liverpool, but West Ham still got a bolt in place. Manchester United stopped Liverpool winning in the Premier League this season, and that was in their home game. Perfect on this ground with the Liverpool lads. Antonio.
There's not been many occasions when Salah, Mane and Firmino have all not had the best of days. This is one of those occasions, even though Salah has scored.
Mane. Antonio in the way, and off he goes. For Allaire, it's 1-on-1. Van Dijk goes for goal, and Alisson. It's a better job of the save than Fabianski did with the one hit straight at him. We're into the last 15 minutes. Once again, the unpredictability of the Premier League, especially after last Wednesday. Many thinking that this would be just a damn instrumentation exercise from West Ham, get it over with and concentrate on the other games to get the points to stay up. They've been so responsible for such an exciting evening. Ain't done yet. Firmino looking for Salah. He's done that before. He's got decisions before, but not that time. And there's a cross. Salah. Anticipation. Bonner. A little too long.
Both done well though, haven't they? Bonner and Diop at the heart of that West Ham defence.
Just shows that two can do the job. They haven't been successful when they played three at the back since David Moyes came back. He hasn't done it in every game, but they've lost the ones that they have played, if you like, a back five.
Muddies the water sometimes.
Side. Well, we've got a chance to look an extraordinary moment at the far post when Fabianski deflected the ball towards Roberto Firmino.
Yeah, I mean, he's right on the post. It looked an easy chance, but it wasn't actually that simple. He's really on the stretch. He could have been knocking the goals in for fun at Anfield. Maybe he would have took this one away, but as it is, couldn't quite manage it.
You get these streaks, it's often players who can only score at home. Once who find the home games more difficult to net the chances, but I'm sure he'll put that right sooner rather than later. Maybe set up for him to get the winning goal tonight. And here's Salah. And the rest with Bonner.
Looked like he was beaten there on Bonner. Didn't want to recover. Just to get the arm across.
To be fair to Salah, he didn't make anything extra of that. I think he thought he was going to win that race. Alexander-Arnold, not enough elevation on that one. Robertson to drag it down to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Leading by Van Dijk, who was challenged in the area.
He gets pushed 2 against 1 here, yeah. Al doing the most damage, I think. But it is a West Ham head that gets to the ball, and maybe that's what saves them.
Antonio Fornals trying to sneak in, and a night like this, Liverpool have looked unusually leaky. That's called taking one for the team. He's done plenty for the team, Mark Noble. His presence and his leadership is conspicuous. He catches up with everybody. He never really was the quickest, but still full value for West Ham United. Salah. Wijnaldum. So it's gone a little quiet at Anfield, as if Liverpool fans are just drawing breath, hoping that they're going to have an outpouring of joy for a winning goal. Wijnaldum started the scoring off. Robertson. Now Van Dijk. They have to keep at it.
Yeah, I think they've defended quite a good line, West Ham, for the most part, but they are sinking back. Very natural.
Fabinho. Gomez wins it back from Haller. And it might deflect for Alexander-Arnold. It does. That's the goal winning from Sadio Mane. It was unmissable. As has this season been for Liverpool Football Club and their fans.
There again, Fabianski just got caught in no man's land once he decided to come, and he couldn't get there. There were always going to be problems with the church deflection, but they make full use of that. Robertson does ever so well. Fabianski's part in this. He's going one way, then the other. It's a rash decision to go out.
Actually started happy with a shot from Joe Gomez, who's never scored a senior goal, but the deflection led to a precious one for his team.
They will not be beaten, this Liverpool side, even when they've not played particularly well. Such determination in that.
And by Antonio. Well, there's still time for David Moyes and his gallant band to maybe strike again. Won't be for the lack of trying, because there's numbers forward again. But they may well get caught on the counter-attack. Firmino. Mane. Robertson trying to sneak in. Salah trying to sneak in, cleared by Diop. You can't argue with figures like that.
Deny the pressure that they're putting West Ham under. Relentless now.
It would be exactly half of the wins if it stays like this. By the odd goal this season, this outstanding season. Snodgrass needs a bit of attention. And you just got the feeling they're going to get another chance or two. West Ham, they've offered so much, and if it does end in defeat, it will give the kind of belief that a more positive result would have brought them.
It should do. He won't feel too happy about his contribution, but he's had plenty of match-winning days.
Well, here's Jarrod Bowen, his second appearance since signing for Hull City for over £20 million. And he's going to replace Robert Snodgrass, who, like all the West Ham outfield players, has really put in a great effort tonight. And Bowen, of course, is going to renew his acquaintance with Andy Robertson if he goes on that far side. They were teammates at Hull City, played in the Premier League together. Bowen has played in the Premier League before this move. But, it's a quirk of stats, I suppose, but this is his 9th Premier League appearance, Hull, plus the one last week at the Etihad, and he's lost all of the previous 8. Liverpool, they can hold on to the lead, and equal their own club best of 21 consecutive home wins. 1972. It's not done yet. Now, Firmino. He's away. Salah. The option's really the other side, but it wasn't given room to turn. So Chamberlain can go there now. Robertson. No stroll in the park for Liverpool tonight. Some have worked them all the way, and there's still 5 minutes left. Van Dijk. Here's Firmino. Chamberlain. Alexander-Arnold to set up another one. It's Mane at the double. And Liverpool are pulling away in the closing minutes to yet another 3 points.
Yeah. Like the pressure has been released, allowing them just to relax and hammer home their dominance now. More space opening up. I think the West Ham lads knew the game was up.
Ooh, this could be offside.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
No goal. by VAR. So West Ham have got a reprieve, they've still got a chance.
How quickly it should take. Staring at lines for 5 minutes.
Fabinho. Not quite been Mikel Antonio's night.
It's just that David Moyes cannot complain about the work ethic, the desire from his players, and it should act as a springboard for them. Still got some tough fixtures in the next few weeks, but plenty going for them.
Fabinho. Alexander-Arnold. So they're trying to march it past Ogbonna. West Ham fans urging their tired players to make one more run forward. And here is that particular run. Bowen! That could have been his first big moment with West Ham, and it would have been a huge one.
Oh, wouldn't it just? Alisson standing big. Yeah, he's onside. Just trying to dink the keeper. Alisson wasn't having any of it. The top stop from the keeper.
West Ham so dangerous, particularly in the first half from their corners. Looking for the sixth goal of the game. Oh, it's a deflected over goal kick. Cresswell with the shot.
What a night it's been. Yeah, it's come off Firmino. Should have been a corner.
Well, we had this to the Arsenal-Everton game yesterday, which was also 3-2, which was full of thrills and the odd spill as well. The marketability of the Premier League is losing none of its lustre. Likely as many as 500 minutes. Van Dijk. Gomez. And back covering. Anyway, straight away to Fabinho. Robertson. Bit of keep ball for Liverpool here, but their instincts are to go forward. But West Ham have made it so close, they're not taking any extra risks. But here's Oxlade-Chamberlain as they click back into gear again. Mane again. Confirmed 5 minutes, big cheers from the West Ham end. Robertson. Cleared by Ogbonna. Joel Matip. Defensive move from Jurgen Klopp. A like for like defensive change. And Sadio Mane comes off. One goal to his name. He knows the way the game is shaped up here, there might be another chance. Very competitive in the race with Mo Salah. They might neither of them win the Golden Boot this season, but they want to be top scorer at the clubs. I think it's a healthy rivalry. It did spill over once. Was it at Burnley? They had a bit of a row. He's had one disallowed right at the end, Mane. What a player he is. And, it's a goal kick here. Fabianski in a hurry. Or he should be.
It's the kind of run he's made so often, the ball cutting in from the right-hand side, Jarrod Bowen, and he times it perfectly. Just that finish. Don't quite get the angle on the dink. But he's up against, well, a little bit of good fortune off the head of Alisson, but it all counts if you stay big.
Antonio. Get out from a tight corner. Rice. The challenge for West Ham is to play at this kind of level in games where you're not so much wearing the tag of the underdog. Been splendid here. Rice. Push it too close to Alisson. It's shown that he has got something to work with. It wasn't the case when he left Manchester. It didn't look the case when he left Manchester last Wednesday. And leave Merseyside with many more optimistic thoughts to the battles ahead. This isn't over still yet. Ogbonna.
When you look at the two centre-halves, the attacking options they've got, I'll say it again, they really shouldn't be in this powerless position, West Ham.
One problem they have is this sort of toxic air about the club involving the fans and the ownership. Whatever those differences are, really, it's time for everybody to pull together to try and beat West Ham in the Premier League. You can have your arguments in the summer. They need the support, the players do. They've had good backing here tonight, despite the banners and the balloons at the beginning. And of course, the players have given them something to cheer. Fabinho in the last minute. Van Dijk. Fabianski will get there this time and finds Cresswell. He'll try and turn the back line of Liverpool. Antonio, bought by Matip, and you might need that extra defender. It's on the line here, certainly the 100% home record. I think it's fair to say that
he's not going up, is he?
They're going to stay unbeaten, Liverpool. I think we can say that with confidence, but can West Ham get an equaliser here? Good ball. It's a corner. Noble fired it back into a crowd of players who actually hit in the end. It was Ronaldo.
Yeah, heading into the corner, that one.
Added time at Anfield. And that is that. Closest goal in the Premier League title. That doesn't tell the whole story. Great respect from Jurgen Klopp to what West Ham did. How they made it so hard. They needed Sadio Mane to knock in a latish goal, having been 2-1 down. Fabianski's mistake to allow Mo Salah to level it up at 2-2. It looked as I would go according to script when Gini Wijnaldum there put them in front, Liverpool. But Diop equalised. Fornals came on and put West Ham 2-1 up, and we wondered about a sensation. But plenty of heart for West Ham to take away. No points, and they need points. There's no denying that, but David Moyes will take huge encouragement. But Jurgen Klopp has an 18th win in a row to equal Manchester City's top division record from a couple of years ago, and they are level with Liverpool's class of 1972. In another sense, 21 home consecutive victories in the top flight. But this was a tough one, but they got there. They usually do. Liverpool 3, West Ham United 2.
Well, statistically, no one gave West Ham any chance there, even when they got themselves back in the game. I think everyone thought it was just going to be a procession from Liverpool in the second half. Anything but. More excitement, more drama than you might have expected?
Yes, but again, this Liverpool team just do enough in every game, and 13 times this season Liverpool have won by the odd goal. So I've said so often, they've beaten teams 5 and 6-0. And we've seen teams in the past, the record is out to this year, only dropped 2 points this season, but every game they just do enough. And the position they were in, losing 2-1, they've just done enough to get across. And the last 20 minutes, that performance, half an hour, was just too much to live with for West Ham. But brilliant game, and West Ham played a major part in it. And for West Ham, who we were very critical of before the game in their approach at Man City and other games, that's the template for them going forward.
Fair to say, it was quite lively in here at times, in the second half particularly. Yeah. You're getting quite excited, Gary, at one point.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, to be honest with you, I never held any hope at all for West Ham. Didn't think we'd have a game going into the last half an hour. Thought we'd just be sat there twiddling our thumbs thinking this is a procession.
You were at the end.
No, I wasn't. Actually, I think that West Ham tonight, Liverpool always find a way, and great teams that to prefer go and win leagues. They won the Champions League last year, Champions League final the year before that. They find a way to win games when they're not at the best. But West Ham tonight contributed enormously. My feeling in the tunnel before the game was just give us a match, give us something that they can take away from it. And West Ham have done that tonight. There have been times that I've watched West Ham this season. There was a Friday night football a month or so ago at Sheffield United where I was embarrassed at the mentality of the West Ham team at the end of the game when they were doing their interviews, talking about how it's a tough place to go, Bramall Lane, and they were sort of unfortunate not to get a point. Tonight they were unfortunate not to get a point. They had chances going into the last minute of the game. That's more like it from West Ham. We saw some damning statistics before the game about how they've been playing in this last few weeks. Jamie's just said it, that's a template for them. They can take something from that.
So can Liverpool. All 3 points in the end, which means they are now only 12 away. 22 points, again the advantage over Manchester City. And West Ham stay in the bottom 3, so close for so long, but getting something out of that game, but just falling short in the end. Next Sunday, hope for more excitement when Aston Villa, again being written off before they take on Manchester City. Gets underway from 3:30 on Sky Sports Football. But as we've seen tonight, anything can happen. And Strike Back Vendetta returns tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, Sky One. Are Liverpool on their way to being considered one of the greatest teams we've ever seen in English football? That's a discussion for later. Next though, all the reaction and analysis from Anfield on a night which almost went the Hammers' way, but in the end, an 18th straight win means they're on the verge of a 19th league title.